Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. Now, in our last episode, we had just finished off the mission on the Collector base, gotten betrayed by the Elusive Man, found out that the Collectors make their home in the literal fucking core of the galaxy, and finally reached the point of the story where I usually do the loyalty missions. So the next couple of episodes, at the very least, is going to be loyalty missions. Of course, I'm not going to be doing exclusively that. There are still a handful of side quest type things that I would like to do. There's that Citadel crime thing, which I've been deliberately holding off on finishing that mission up because Tali has some interesting things to say about that particular one, so I decided to wait on it. Other than that, according to Kelly, Tali would like a word from us, and us finishing that particular mission has triggered her loyalty mission, so I'm gonna head over and see what she's got to say.
What has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Okay, let's see what's wrong with Tali. Of course,
Shepard,
based on the name of the mission, I have some idea.
I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Wait, they've what? They're crazy.
Nobody who knows you could believe
What kind of
you'd be
nutjob would think Tali
No.
could commit treason? I mean, it's Tali, for goodness sake.
But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Honestly, you'd be more likely to find a nun engaging in a drunken orgy than Tali committing treason. The very idea is absurd. But just so we know, for when I inevitably end up getting involved and clearing the whole thing through sheer bullshitting and aggressive negotiations, what are the actual charges?
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
Like I said, ridiculous pile of nonsense. So, where do we go from here?
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Exile? That's surprisingly light, considering the kind of thing we're talking about.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
You said the punishment was exile? No life imprisonment or execution? Or hard labor even? That's odd.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
Yeah, like I said, it's an odd choice of punishment.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. and we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Okay, I guess it makes sense in a kind of twisted, messed up, I can't believe they would fucking believe this of Tally kind of way. But does this sort of thing happen often?
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
With the Batarians, I have stopped being surprised when they do something bigoted or racist by now, because that's basically all they do.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Yeah. If you try that, Tally, I'm going to have to learn how to resurrect the dead so I can bring you back to shout at you for doing something so stupid. Just a friendly warning.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Yeah, well, there's really no question about if we're going to help or not. Of course we're helping. Like I said, it's Tally. She's basically Shepard's little sister. So, us not helping is fucking out of the question.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Fortunately, there's no actual time limit on this. And if we wait for too many missions or anything, it won't fail and Tally won't actually get charged with treason without us there. That's not the way this works, luckily for us. But before I head off to start doing other stuff, there's a few conversations we gotta have. Because reasons. First, Zaid, since he's one of the few people on this ship who will still have normal conversations with me.
Back for another lesson. Collectors and Protheans. It's all above my pay grade. I'm more used to putting down rebellions, tracking down bastards who didn't pay their gambling debts. Still, even I know a galaxy-shaking revelation when I hear one. Makes fighting land wars for pay seem small time.
Yeah, I suppose it does a bit of that.
Nice ship you got here. Roomy. Last ship I worked on, two men couldn't walk past each other in the hall unless they were really good friends. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Yeah, and that's all Zaid has to say for now. So, time for the elevator. Kasumi and Thane next. Time to see what they have to say. After that, there's not anyone else gonna be up for a chat, I don't think. Because everyone else has a loyalty mission they want us to do for them. Yeah, let's make sure we go to Kasumi first, because... well... Thane has an actual dialogue tree and
There
all,
you are.
so yeah.
So, you and Kelly, huh? Sounds like you two had a nice date. I thought she was coming on to me at first. But maybe she was just being friendly to the new girl.
Oh no, she was definitely coming on to you. She's just a friend, and I kind of wanted her to feed my fish also, so...
Joker and Edie
yeah.
are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit.
Yeah, I suppose they do argue the part, that is true.
Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Okay, Kasumi is done chattering with us. Time to see what Thane has to say. Then we're done on the Normandy for now.
Do you need something?
Want to chat?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
Solipsism? What's that? I've never heard that word before.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls and metal and plastic?
Yeah, you have a point, but given your profession, I very much doubt all your memories that you get lost in are good ones.
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Okay.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
Yeah, he has a point. There is a reason that humans were not meant to remember being born, after all, and I do not want to know how old Desmond was coping with having to see Ezio born from the first-person perspective in Assassin's Creed 2, because that can't have gone over especially well.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
Really? That is very unusual. I'm not sure I can fully grasp that idea, honestly.
It's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
Honestly, I'm not sure what to think about that whole thing. I always found Thane to be a pretty interesting character, but I was never quite sure what to make of a lot of the philosophical leanings that you get out of him in terms of stuff like this. But before I go, about that memory that you were reliving the last time we were here.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Okay, so what happened, anyways? If I'm not being too nosy, that is.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
Okay, I think it's pretty obvious that Thane does not feel like sharing, so we'll let it go for now.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
Well, you're obviously quite lonely, and I kind of consider you a friend, honestly, so I'm happy to have them.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
Well, I'm not going to go for that top option, because I'm fairly certain that is going to trigger a romance with Thane. I've never actually done the Thane romance myself. And Shepard honestly has no interest in sleeping with him or anything like that, so we will stick with just being friends for now. We'll stick with that for the moment, because we're not interested in anything else.
This crew is pretty diverse. You must have something in common with some of them. Get out of this room and talk to them.
I shall consider it. I won't keep you.
Okay, well, we'll see Thane again after whatever my next mission is, I suppose. Speaking of, we've got some places to be, because I have quite the diverse collection of loyalty missions to do. However, I know which one I'm going to be doing next.
No messages for you.
So, over to the galaxy map. And the mass relay. We're not interested in the Reaper IFF. Right now, we're doing the other stuff, of which there's quite a bit. And first, I'll be heading over to Omega. My reasoning is a little bit on the cheap side, actually. However, because the reason I'm going to Omega first is this is where Samara's loyalty mission is, as it said. And that mission is a fairly short one compared to all the others, if I remember correctly. Well, what I do remember is that Samara's mission is one of two that has no actual combat in it. So that'll shorten it quite a bit. But it's also a very interesting one in that you resolve everything through dialogue and exploration. I do rather like that. Samara can level up her Justicar ability. I'm going to give her that first one. Garrus. Concussive shot, then. Heavy concussive shot. I do like that ability. And Samara. Yeah. I know that I said there's no combat, but I can't resist rejigging the weapon loadouts.
Daily death count on Omega Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements. Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, if there's anyone who has answers for us on Omega, it's gonna be Arya. It's pretty much a given. But yeah, time for us to get through this one, because it definitely gets rather interesting. This whole help Samara kill her daughter thing, that is.
Nothing to see here.
So let's see what Arya has to say about the whole thing of this Ardat Yakshi.
What do you need?
Yeah, you see, you've got an Ardat Yakshi loose around here, and my companion is trying to track her down. I don't suppose you have any leads.
An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a
Typical
young
Arya.
girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I start looking.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Yeah, Arya may be an interesting character, but she's also kind of a bitch. She is definitely a bitch. Arya is not exactly friendly. And you won't find many people who actually like her.
Come on, let me in.
Anyways. Apartments would be over this way then.
Explorerships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make. Whose silhouette strongly resembles
Wait, who are you?
Greetings. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
Hey.
Friendly faces seem hard to come by around here.
Reasonable people are more valuable than air in a place like this.
And what exactly did you want?
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
Okay. What do you need?
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
Tell me more first, and I'll consider it.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
Well, fine. I'll agree for now, but if it turns out he's trying to play us later on, we can always back out in the middle of things.
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
Okay. Well, we're going to end up on both the Citadel and Ilium again at some point for loyalty missions, so we'll get to that then. And there is our favorite Batarian nutjob prophet. And this will be the apartment we're after.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
Well, sounds like we have a pretty positive lead here. This is gonna find us Morinth. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Unless she's just up and vanished and left Omega already or something. Hopefully not.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time. To the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Very interesting, but may I have a look around and see if her room doesn't have any clues? Promise I won't touch anything more than I have to.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Neff made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it. But I'd never work.
Wow.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
So that's either Morinth's voice or her through some sort of voice modulator. Not sure. Let's have a look at her journal, though. Oldest to newest, since that'll be the order she wrote it in.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, Diary. Cycle 34, Orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, Orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the Hallex is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Yeah, well, that escalated rather quickly from I'm going to this club to I want to be with her forever and ever. Definitely rather worrying how that happened.
Close the holo journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
I see. I draw her out. We get her to take me to her apartment. You follow, and then we deal with her in her lair. Just without her seeing us getting there.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
Okay, let's do it.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
I'd head over to this VIP club then. So off we go. Past the crazy Batarian who is ranting about the end of days, as he seems to enjoy doing.
The study, sponsored by Terra Staffing Services, promises to redefine the way we look at the fortune of the paragon warriors. Could that vagrant someday become an asset? Notorious troublemaker Archangel is no more.
Right, Archangel is no more. You keep thinking that, Mr. Radio Man. I'm sure it will become true one of these days. Definitely. Here we are.
What do you want?
What do I want? I want in, and Jarud sent me.
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
Okay. And we're in. Let's do it.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morant will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Okay, then let's do this. Time to go trap us an Ardat Yakshi.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Whatever.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me!
Playing hard to get? Give it up, baby. I'm sold.
Leave me alone!
Don't be like that. I got creds. We'll go back to my place. I got simple taste.
Hey, douchebag. My fist wants to say hello.
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you use it.
Yeah, fuck off, asshole.
The lady asked you to step away.
You want in on this transaction? Hey, I don't care if it's you or this bitch. I just like good times.
Yeah, have some of that.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
Well, that should help our case. Maybe.
Lots of money on display here tonight. We gotta hit some of that later. Good cred hunting tonight. We'll hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep Hank off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
Oh, nothing worth a damn, that's for sure.
A pair of sad losers who think they're something, and are about to find out they're not.
Who's gonna show us that? You? Human thinks she's tough.
Tougher than you.
I'm sorry, what was that I just heard? I think it was the sound of all your hopes and dreams burning to ashes all around
I'm
you.
watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
You and I want the same things.
Do we?
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that, you know?
Is that right? Like, Hallex? Are you saying?
Think of Hallex.
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Well, I've heard of this Elcor called Forta. Seems interesting.
Do you know the artist Forta? I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Yes. The danger is somewhat exciting. And exhilarating, I must admit.
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine. Yes. When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
If you're the strongest, you have the power.
That's certainly true. Among children.
Whoever wants it the most is willing to do anything for it, has the power.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Well, that didn't take long. I just hope Samara hurries up and gets here. I do not want to be alone with the crazy, psychotic sex murderer, if I can avoid it.
Have a Hallex if you want, but wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do.
Okay, and yeah. Right now, while we're in Warrant's apartment, I'm just gonna have a look around and see what she has to say about the various bits and pieces before we engage with this conversation and finish off the quest. Assault rifle damage. Nice.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
Oh, is that right? I'm not going to examine the door. That would probably make her a little bit suspicious. Statue of a Krogan?
The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped.
Bit of a double meaning in that, even if you don't know about Samara and the whole Ardat Yakshi thing.
I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
Well, nothing else to investigate, really, so let's get to it.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
Safety is a lie.
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I.
We've both killed many times, but that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games.
Oh, she's a little suspicious, isn't she?
Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Fortunately, we have the paragon points to do this. If you don't have the points, then she literally mind controls you, and Samara barely makes it in time. Which is interesting, but not the route I wanted to go, so I'm glad I can do this.
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. bitch herself found a little helper.
And honestly,
Morin,
frankly, even if Shepard
Mother,
is
not call me.
unarmed
Choose to
and
stop
Samara
being
was a
your daughter.
little late,
Mother,
I
you made your
think
choice long ago.
that we would be able to hold her off for a while. Let's be fair, Shepard is not exactly a newborn when it comes to fighting
I am the
unarmed.
genetic destiny of the Asari, but they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
Yeah, let's be honest, there is no choice here. I mean, we could choose to kill Samara if we wanted to and take Morinth as our party member instead, and she'd just pretend to be Samara, basically, so that nobody else would be suspicious or anything. And from a mechanical perspective, Morinth does have another special power that Samara doesn't. Reeve or something like that, which can be useful under some circumstances, but despite that, I have literally never chosen to kill Samara. It's just not a thing that I would ever want to do. And that's not changing here. Why would we choose to side with the psychotic sex murderer over Samara, after all?
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Are you okay?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
Alright then, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
And there we go. Samara has dealt with the Ardat Yakshi. She remains loyal to Shepard personally. Loyalty to the Justicar beyond question, given apparent bonds of oath rendered to Shepard. Better than hoped. Cerberus activities will not be affected further by presence of Shepard's team. Leave to have Justicar mission completed. Unfortunately, body of Ardat Yakshi could not be taken for study. Genetic abnormality could have been useful. Subject's expertise would have made her a valuable team member if sociopathic tendencies were mitigated. So yeah, the elusive man's not gonna give a crap if we decide to let Samara die and take Morinth. We gained 750 expa. Oh, Reeve was Samara's ability, so in that case, what was Morinth's? Like I said, I've never taken that choice, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty neat ability, and one we might think about giving Shepard at some point, depending. We've unlocked a new outfit, which is basically Samara's current one, just in black. Assault rifle damage, 30,000 credits, 250 element 0. And that's that done. Alright.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander.
Well, we're done on that loyalty mission. So now, there's a small handful of things I want to do. First off, I need to upgrade assault rifle damage. And of course, get assault rifle accuracy. And now, of course, we're going to chat with Joker.
So the
about
collectors
the
were once Protheans
mission we were just
repurposed by the
on,
Reapers.
because
What a sad
we
end.
always talk to Joker after a mission.
Wants something different.
It's just how we do shit.
I'm glad things worked out, Commander. I was worried you'd dump Samara for some crazy soul sucker with a death fetish, all lithe and sexy and... Never mind.
Never change, Joker. Never change.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the...
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Lovely. Lovely. Okay, so that was an interesting little excursion. Definitely. Anything in the way of mail? Nope. So, that's done. Thane wants to chat. What am I gonna do next? Is the question. Let's see. Well, I think next I think the next loyalty mission I'm going to do is going to be either on the Citadel or possibly on Tuchanka. I haven't decided yet, but I happen to know a little bit of pre-knowledge and all that, but Thane's loyalty mission takes place on the Citadel, as does Garrus's. So we could do both of those, plus the mission, that's the one with the Quarian and the credit shit. Crime in Progress, that's the one. I could do that side mission, take Tally along, to get the humorous bit of dialogue. Plus, Thane's one, while not exactly short, is similar to Samara's in that it's the only other loyalty mission, unless I'm vastly misremembering, that has no combat. So we could head out to the Citadel and do all of that. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I am going to cut this episode here. I've been going for just over 50 minutes now, and that's definitely more than enough time for one part. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for a couple more loyalty missions on the Citadel this time, and some rather interesting comments from Tally on other races being bigoted towards Quarians. See you for that.